Good men are hard to find. If you're lucky to find a good man in your life, don't chase him away. And that is why in this video, I'm talking about 5 mistakes that women make in a relationship that chases good men away. Before we go into all of that, I would like for us to understand who a good man is. A good man is caring, he's loving, he's a good provider. He is remorseful when he acts out of character. Very important. Some men don't know how to feel any type of remorse. A good man, when he knows that he has done something wrong, he is remorseful and he apologizes. A good man genuinely wants his wife to be happy, and a good man keeps to his words. If he makes a promise, he's going to keep to that promise. A good man understands that it's better to underpromise than to promise and not to deliver. So these are the characteristics of a good man. Now that we have this understanding, what are these mistakes that women make that is constantly chasing good men away from us? Number one, too much expectation. A lot of women go into relationships with a lot of expectation. And honestly, the reason why people have problem in relationship today, one of the reasons is because you expect so much from this person that when he fails to, when he fails to deliver and he falls short of that expectation, it turns to resentment and you begin to resent him. Sometimes you forget that he's a human being. You expect him to be so much, to do so much, and to be everywhere sometimes at the same time. I also made this mistake. I had this so much expectation that marriage is actually an eye-opener. Like when you're now in the system, you're like, wow, okay, this is what is obtainable. This is not obtainable. Like I had to do a lot of unlearning, and then I had to learn the things that I need that would help me thrive in my marriage, right? When you go into relationships with too many expectations, it might make you not like have full happiness. Number two, the scarcity principle. Now, this principle suggests that when things are scarce or they are hard to find, people tend to place more value on them. Looking at this principle in a relationship context or in a romantic relationship context, it is said that men are actually chasers, right? So when something is scarce, they tend to place value on it. If you make yourself so available, he might not find so much value in you. Some ladies, before he even proposes to you, you're already going to his house, passing the night, cook all the meals, you do all the chores. Before he even asks for something, you don't do them. You don't cook soup, you don't clean house, you don't wash toilet. He never marry you. This person don't even know your family members. They do all these things wey wife dem dey do. Tell me, how is he going to now go ahead and do what he's supposed to do as a man? Men are chasers. When you take away that ability for him to chase from him, it's going to impact the relationship. Now he's going to find you less attractive. Not necessarily because you're not attractive, but because you've given him everything on the platter of gold. Allow him to chase you. Allow him to be the chaser. Let him be the one to pursue you. Because it's like getting a prize, right? Pursue you, get the prize. He's going to feel there's this fulfillment he would get. Anything that comes cheap will be seen as cheap. Place value on yourself. Be scarce a little bit. Don't be so available. Sometimes he's asking you on phone or he's sending a text, are you free this weekend? Can we hang out this weekend? Don't rush. In 1 minute, you don't, yes, I can't be like, say, you don't get any rat thing wey they do for your life. Now the man is the reason per second. No. Give him some time and then, tell him things like, I'm going to see if I can, check if I have time. Just act as if you're not so available. Let him have this feeling that he has to chase you. It's very important. This is one of the mistakes that a lot of women in our society today make. And permit me to dwell on this point a little bit because, there is this notion in the society today that men no deal, men are scarce. So this one that is even showing green light. Let me just, package, do this thing because if I no do am, another woman go do am. If he's asking you for sex, for example, you're like, hey, if I no give him, another woman go give him, I no go see him again. That's a lie. That's a lie, honestly. A man that finds you highly attractive, that loves you, that really, really wants you in his life, if you tell him you don't want to have sex with him until you guys are married, he's going to wait, provided he's a good man. Remember, I said good man. I'm not talking about every other man out there. There are so many men out there But the question is he a good man? A good man is a keeper. If he's a good man, he's not going to tell you that, yes, because you're not having sex with me, I'm going to dump you. No, a good man are not like that. A good man would understand that, okay, fine, maybe this is the boundaries she has set for herself, and he's willing to wait on you until he's able to get the cookies. It's as simple as that. But a man that wants it now, he wants to just instant gratification. He just wants chop, clean mouth, move. Okay, so we ladies, we need to, this is like one of the biggest mistakes we make in relationships. Okay, and it's costing us a lot of good men because you're giving him the wrong signal, and in his head, is like, this one, they're very desperate too. He's going to move on to the next woman. And that takes me to the next point, which is we fail to study body language. This is also very important. A man might tell you he loves you, you're the sugar in my tea, you're this, you're that, but what does his body language say? Is it telling you he cares for you and he's acting in a different way? His behavior and attitude towards you is what you should pay attention to, is what you should put into consideration. I understand the fact that we women are basically moved by what we hear, right? We like to hear good words, and most times when you tell us something, we listen to you, we internalize these words, and we just sometimes we think about this man. You can't tell me say you love me. You tell me say now only me be the woman where they see. You know, all these words, they're making us build castle in our heads. That's why we women sometimes, the guy is being nice to a lady, obviously, probably doesn't even have anything in mind. And the woman is already thinking about how they're going to get married, how many kids they will have. You know, it's natural, it's a natural thing. That's the way we are. But notwithstanding, pay attention to his body language. Forget words. Words are cheap. And so some people talk words are cheap. What does he say? What does his body language say? What does his character say? What does his attitude towards you say? That is what you should pay attention to. If he doesn't treat you right and he claims to love you, he claims to cherish you, but he doesn't treat you right, whenever you try to, make arrangements for you guys to see, he's always very dismissive of it. He is not always available for you. He doesn't have time for you. Then, my sister, bless you, go move on, because blessing only you one can't do that relationship. A man that values you, that truly loves you like he says, he's going to be available for you no matter how busy he is. No matter the tight schedule, he's going to find time for you, because why? He finds you very attractive and he loves you. Or he wants to know more about you, he wants to be with you, he go find time. But if he's always busy, maybe calls you once in 1 month or once in 3 months, or maybe he has a relationship somewhere, when that one don't be like say network they feel, you go remember say you not spare tire. No, pay attention to his body language, please. If he's giving you all the wrong signals while saying the right words, then balance. That's the truth. Balance. Number 4, do not compare your relationship. This one na big mistake wey a lot of ladies they make. I don't compare your relationship with anybody. Like they say, the grass is not always greener in the other compound. You're looking at it from afar, it's looking as if it's beautiful, there are no patches, there are no errors, and then when you go closer and closer, you realize that, okay, it has a little bit of, brown patch here, gray patch here. It is not always perfect. Like Lisa Nichols rightly said in her book, comparison is a thief of all joy. When you begin to compare your relationship with the relationship of other people, it makes you not happy. You begin to look at your man, you're like, see your mate, see what your mate they do. Not be your mate, they buy their girlfriend's car. Not be your mate, they buy their wife car, change their wardrobe, change their phone, or whatever it is that you're using to compare. Just because you hear that maybe one of your friend or someone you know around the area, her husband has done certain things for her. So you begin to compare your husband with that man. One thing that this will result to is that it's going to make that man begin to resent you. Don't compare him to anybody. Remember, men are kings. He wants to be king in his own kingdom. He doesn't want you to compare him with any other king or any other kingdom. If you compare him with any other person, then you're beginning to make it look like he's incapable of being a king in his own kingdom. And that is a very dangerous thing to do. If he's a good man, you might lose him, because in as much as he's a good man, he still has ego. You can't compare a man and expect him to still be there for you, like be the good man he has always been, he'll begin to resent you. Even if he eventually does that thing you're asking him to do, he'll begin to think that, eh, but why is it that I'm not always enough? Why would you always have to take other people as role model and use them to compare to me? Because you're just going to bring in a lot of doubt into his head and a lot of doubt into that relationship. The best thing is no compare. Everybody is unique in their own beautiful ways. I am unique in my own way. I don't have to look a certain way, or I am just me. Look at me. I am just me. That man is being himself. He is just himself. David is David. Victor na Victor. Sheyi na Sheyi. Don't compare them. They are different in their own unique ways. Because if he begins to compare you with every other woman he sees every day, trust me, you won't even survive one day in that relationship. Remember, they are visual beings. They see a lot of things. Things say where you go see, you no go take note. But because he's a very visual being in that aspect, he's going to take note of it. And if he begins to compare you with the things that he has seen and the images in his head, trust me, another go last another 2 hours in that relationship. So comparison, no, they send good message. It's very bad. It's not going to help you. So do not compare. Another mistake that some women make in their relationship is looking at what is happening on social media. Social media. This can be very destructive because you know what is happening on social media is that people are posting the highlights of their life. They travel on vacation, they post it. They don't travel all the time. Why don't they post when they are down and broke and busted and everything? They post the highlights of their life. So when you look at what is happening on social media and use it to look at your relationship, you're setting yourself up for disaster. You hear things like couple goal. My sister, sit down, do your own couple goal. You don't get. Do your own, become your own couple goal. I'm not saying what these people are posting on social media is bad. Social media is free for all. Okay? I have seen, in fact, there's a particular couple in Nigeria that even me, whenever I see these people, I'm like, ah, wow, see people, you know, because they always look very flashy and everything. I remember one certain time I was even looking at their picture, and barely 3 months after that time, the next thing that broke out on the internet was that these people have divorced. They were obviously having issues, but they would come on social media and do all of the parade and all of that, and they pepper so many people. They make so many people they fight for their relationship, and yet they had problems. So this is to tell you that the grass is not always greener on the other compound. No, don't get it twisted. People have their own problems. Don't let anybody pressure you. These things sometimes now make believe. I'm telling you, fact, some of them are not real. Okay? So if you find a good man in your life, don't compare him with anybody. Don't look at what is happening on social media, if he's following trend or not. Look at the core values of every man. How do you know who a good man is? Like I said in the beginning of this video, is he caring? How does he treat you? Is he a provider? Is he hardworking? Is he remorseful when he offends you? When he knows that he is wrong? Is he remorseful? Or is he the type that would never apologize no matter what you do? These are the things you should be looking out for. If he is a good man and he embodies all of these qualities, my sister, he is a keeper. Don't chase him away. Don't become this narcissistic woman that would now behave so badly that you lose him. And trust me, when you lose him, you might not be able to find another good man again, because if it say before you go see another good man, not be saying I swear. I say it just be. Sometimes these good things, they too come all the time. Before you go see real good man, you go don't taste a lot of frog. You know what I mean now? Yeah, so hold on tight. Hold that good man tight. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you for watching till this very point. If you've stumbled on my face for the very first time, okay, you're welcome. My name is Wendy Zeal, and I'm happy that you're seeing my video. Endeavor to subscribe and give this video a like. Give this video a like, support me before you go, and turn on your post notification bell please, so that anytime I post a new video you would get notified that a new video full done, so that you can watch it. Okay, stay cheerful and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.